Hello and welcome to 4-Speed DIECAST, the dumbest damn diecast channel in all of YouTube. I'm Max the Finger, and we're going to learn something new about each other today. We're going to start off right now with Mary.
Yesterday I blew a homeless guy for half a bottle of scotch.
Muffy, how about you?
I stole a homeless man's cart while Mary was blowing him.
Ooh.
I sold all his stuff at the vintage store.
Okay. Frank, give us something.
One time I got a homeless guy pregnant and then I didn't pay him child support or anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the way that works, Frank.
Oh, they're all talking about being with a homeless guy there. I just thought I should join in. I mean, actually, it was a moose, but he wasn't homeless, I don't think.
And of course, I still think that Kevin Spacey is a great actor.
Oh, what the hell is wrong with you, you piece of shit?
My God, how do you live with yourself?
Welcome to the shit show, kids.
So we all have failures in life. You know, you make your mistakes, you learn from it, you go on. But certain car companies didn't do that. And that's what we're going to look at today, specifically Chevrolet. And we're going to start with the Corvair because I think it is the least failure of the three cars we're going to look at. This one here has a broken mirror. I broke it when I was taking it out of the package. We're going to... Let's zoom in and look and see what the dumbass did. Yeah, I had it in a package, went to pull it out, broke the damn mirror. Yeah, so I got to fix that. Well, what are you going to do? So anyway, the Corvair came out for the 1960 model year. And this was a VW fighter, is what it was. GM saw the success that Volkswagen was having in the States here with the Volkswagen Beetle, and they're like, we want that piece of pie. We want some of that. But in my opinion, the Corvair was just misunderstood. But this next little guy, the Chevy Vega, somebody at Chevrolet should be ashamed at themselves. Many people at Chevrolet should be ashamed at themselves. This could have been one of the best little cars ever, and Chevrolet totally failed on it. They totally screwed the pooch on the Vega, I tell you, boys. And they didn't learn their lesson. I mean, two small cars with issues, and what are we going to do? Let's just go and make another one. How about that? We'll just make the Chevy Citation, and it's also going to be a failure. A spectacular failure. It didn't even last as long as the other two did. I mean, come on. This car was doomed. Was doomed from the day it came off the showroom floor. The Chevy Citation was the peak of malaise-era blandness. Here we go, kids. Let's look at these guys. All right, so let's start off, with the oldest first, because that's the way you do things, right? He's the old guy. He's got to go to bed early. In 1960, when they first came out, I mean, they were all right-looking cars. They were going for a certain market. These were rear-engined, of course. Let's see if we can have a look at that rear engine. Ooh, look at that. Well, okay, that's not too bad, I guess. Let's, oh, yeah. It's not a multiple carb car, but what the hell? Honestly, the engine wasn't really a problem on these cars. You could get them with multiple carburetors. You could get a 2 or 4 carb system and a turbo for a while, and they were really cool. The big issue turned out to be the rear suspension, and in general the handling of the car. Because when you're an engineer, you think, hey, I'm going to make this car handle really well. And they did if you set them upright. But the thing was, you got the big engine in the back here, and you were supposed to have like 34 pounds of tire pressure in the back, 26 in the front. But most people didn't know that, so they just aired up the tires like they would on any other car at the time. And that was the thing. The front end would wash out. You go into a curve hard, and it just didn't want to turn. What do they call that? Understeer? Yeah. So anyway, Eventually they got it fixed. They changed the suspension in '65, and those cars turned out to be really good handling cars. But the damage was already done. So this wasn't even like it's an unreliable car. It was just like, if you didn't know how to handle the car, you'd be off the road in a heartbeat, man. And Americans weren't used to that. They wanted cars you just got in and drove. They were like Porsches. But anyway, the Vega. So here we come to the biggest crime in Chevrolet's history. This is a Johnny. It rolls really good. Look at it roll. It's rolling. I don't know why this one sits this high. It's kind of big for 1/64 scale, but man, this thing is like a four-wheel drive or something. I don't know why. I don't know why they sit that high. I've got several of these, and they all sit the same way. I don't know why. But the Vega was designed in a short amount of time, and you can see the family resemblance, to like the Corvette, or not the Corvette, like the Camaro. You could split the bumper on these, and man, they just look so cool. Will I put a picture in here? I don't know. Around back, you just had these four little tail lights there, and you can tell this is an early one. See those little louvers there? Yeah, that was for airflow ventilation, and that shit just didn't work out right. There we go. The white on the taillights looks way better from farther back. What do we got on the back? Just a little Chevy emblem back there. 73 GT. Wait a minute. Is this a 73? I love the styling. It's got the classic long hood, short deck. It's got a fast back, and these wheels on it just make it look great, don't you think? I'm seriously wondering if this is a 73 or not, because it doesn't have any bumper guards on it, and I'm pretty sure 73 they started putting bumper guards on at least the front. This may be a 71 or 72. I don't know. Can we see inside? We're going to see in a second here. There is a shifter. I see the shifter. I can see it. God, I can't get any light in there. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Got a boot. Got a shifter boot. Can we please have some fucking light in here? Yeah, there she is. She's down there. Good deal, good deal. Let's have a look under the hood of this little guy. Okay, we can't see much because the hood will only go this far, and I ain't breaking it. Let's see. Well, we can see down there. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. We kind of got the air cleaner there. We got the top of the valve cover there. But yeah, just a little 2.3 liter inline four. And that was the problem with these cars. The big thing with these was that engine. Chevrolet had the idea that they were going to use an aluminum block, and they were going to coat it with this special coating that Alcoa had made. And the thing is, they were still using steel for the piston rings and aluminum pistons, but the thing was, they put an iron cylinder head on top of an aluminum block. And then they got all cheap and shit, and they're like, oh, it really doesn't need an overflow bottle for the radiator, and it's less aesthetic. Oh, we could put a smaller radiator in there. Da-da-da. Wasn't a good idea. A, because aluminum and iron get hot and cool at different rates. So you've got that. And then you've got the problem of when one of them got hot and you didn't have an overflow jug, what happened? All your antifreeze went out on the fucking ground. It was just problem after problem for these cars. Finally, in 73 or 74, they finally put liners in the fucking cylinder, or in the block for cylinder liners. And they were pretty good after that, but it was already done. The deal was already done. And rust, the reason you don't see a lot of these cars around these days isn't necessarily because of the engine. These things rusted away like communion wafers on your tongue. They were terribly rust-proof. Okay, so let's get this little guy out of the way and talk about the last of our losers here. This is, of course, a Chevy Citation. Chevy came out with these in 1980, and they were the next big thing. They were Chevrolet's first front-wheel drive car. This was it. They had done rear engine rear drive with this, with the Corvair. But this was the first front-wheel drive car that Chevrolet had produced, ever. And not the first four-cylinder, but, you know. Let's have a look in there real quick. What are we running there, buddy? Oh, we got the V6 in this one. Oh, yeah, look at that. And that was the thing. The Citation X11 wasn't really a bad car. It just had a really bad reputation. So, yeah, we got that. And I got to drive one of these cars on off of a dealer's lot. Would have been in probably 85 or 86, something like that. And it was a V6 5-speed car. Is this a V6 5-speed car? Can we see in there? Get my hand out of the way. Oh, there we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, we got a shifter in there. Looks like it's probably an automatic, though. So anyway, but it was a good running car. But the styling at the time was not exactly great. And there were lots of issues with these cars when they first came out the first couple of years. So bad that by 1984, they had started calling them the Chevy Citation 2. It was the same damn car. It was the same car. Chevy Citation 2, same car. Didn't change. But that's what they thought. They thought, well, if we can just put a 2 behind the name of the car, you know. Let's see. This isn't a 2, is it? Because I think this is a... There we go. No, just a Citation. What the hell is all that? See, there it is again. I say this all the time. I think these cars are completely clean, and then there's shit all over them. Oh, well. What are you going to do? The 6 taillights out the back, louvered windows. Yeah, it's got a little spot in the paint right there. What are you going to do? This thing is years and years old. I ain't going to worry about it. Yeah. But they were kind of cool. They were kind of cool little cars. But, you know. And Johnny didn't do a bad job on this. I mean, all in all, the front end is a little heavy, you know, because the hood, you know, isn't supposed to have that little piece right there at the bottom. The hood lip should just go all the way over, which this doesn't, so it makes it look a little odd. But all in all, it's not bad because the Citation wasn't a good looking car anyway. So there's that. You would think Chevrolet would have learned with the Corvair that if you're going to put out a new product, you need to inform people about how to use it properly. And the Vega, I mean, it went to market in under 3 years, so there just wasn't enough development time. And this was in the 70s. We didn't know shit about metal in the 70s. They didn't learn from that. And then the Citation, of course. What can you do? You put all the time and effort and research and money into this car, and it's just a failure. I mean, it wasn't a complete failure because, you know, the GM X cars went on for years and years, and Oldsmobile, Buick, Chevrolet, you know. After this, you had the Cavalier and the, you know, it went on and on. It's not like it was a complete failure, but it was a sales failure. And this car that should have went from 1980 to probably 88 or 90 was dead by 86 for $1 billion. What are you going to do? Yeah. What are you going to do? All right, so that's it for this time, kids. You know what to do. If you like it, take your thumb and shove it up somebody's ass. Remember to subscribe. Sure, why not? And to leave a comment, a rude comment. And of course, you know, usually I'm like, well, if you don't like it, you know, smash the dislike button. But I've already broken one of them today, and I'm kind of pissed off. So we're just going to do it lightly. Okay, I'm going to move this over, and we're going to do it lightly. Smash the dislike button.
You smash your thumb like you're taking
Didn't even turn anything over. What the hell is
I
that?
kinda like not falling down for once.
All right, bye.
Let's go see if we can find that homeless man again.